My name is Damon Moore. I'm a restoration ecologist and restoration practitioner. I am the executive director of Oyster River Ecology. My journey into the world of ecological improvement and restoration really started at a young age. So as somebody who's kind of been in this world for a couple of decades, I get asked what is the best way to restore these areas. Every site is different. It's always dynamic. To me, the best approach is an adaptive approach. So one of the biggest challenges to that is getting rid of invasive exotic vegetation. And one of the worst ones in this area is this thing here. This is called a Brazilian pepper tree. Anybody know where in the world a Brazilian pepper tree comes from? So I founded Oyster River Ecology as an environmental nonprofit to really start trying to get more impactful ecological restoration projects done in the Suncoast, being the Manatee, Sarasota, Pinellas, Hillsborough County area. I saw a need to have a nonprofit that was focused on getting the projects done, but also involving people, similar to the work we did here today with removing pepper trees. There's room to get more people involved because that appetite is out there. People want to do good things for the environment, so having the expertise and being able to leverage that desire is really kind of where the nonprofit fits in. When you move it into a different area, like say Florida, it takes off and then nothing slows it down. It's something that people deeply care about, so providing an outlet for people to get out and improve those areas, to put some sweat equity towards something that they deeply love, like doing some good for the environment. We can help facilitate do that. It helps us get our projects done, but it also gets people involved. There's a million ways that people can help with the environment, with oyster restoration, but even from every decision you make about the clothes you buy and those sorts of things, to know like what the source of those products are, if that's like a sustainable thing. Even with like landscaping choices, you can choose to plant, desirable native plants that support local wildlife. There's a lot of outlets to do oyster restoration, not just through my group, but through county governments and a lot of other nonprofits around here. A lot of us are working together to try and tackle this. It's a really big issue. No one organization alone is going to be able to solve it. So I want to return that intrinsic value of oysters along with all of the ecosystems. It is really just finding, recognizing the joy and appreciating things that exist in our natural world on their own merits, not for anything else that they provide. Most of the restoration we do through Oyster River Ecology is Manatee, Sarasota, Hillsborough, and Pinellas County. I suspect we'll stay there because that's kind of home base. That's the areas that we all grew up in and all know. So to me, it's important because it's home. We are focusing mostly on a lot of grassroots efforts to get people involved and empower them to help do ecological restoration, but do it in a bigger way. Use the right tools. Manage volunteers in a way so that when we get done, we're all looking at each other like, wow, we got so much done today. Put that aesthetic and that appreciation of the value of these areas into people's mind. And usually when they have a hands-on participatory experience that we try to provide, that really helps in doing that. And it's really fun to see it happen when kids are involved, and that you see that light bulb go off. They're like, I can make a difference. I can plant a plant and do these sorts of things, because that is gonna help shape their values for natural systems for their whole life. You meet the most awesome people at these things. It's always the best people that show up at volunteer events, especially the environmental ones, because they care about the world around them. They're just to the point they're going to on their own time come out there. You end up finding really cool people at these things.
It's got me.